JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, man killed, another injured by gunmen in Cassava Peace, St. Andrew. The police are keeping an eye on Cassava Peace in St. Andrew after a man was killed and another injured during a gun attack in the community on Monday. The deceased has been identified as Tyrone Wilson, a resident also of Cassava Peace. Reports are that a group of people were standing along a roadway in the community about 4 p.m. when gunmen opened gunfire. Wilson and another man were found suffering from gunshot wounds after the shooting subsided. They were transported to a hospital where Wilson was pronounced dead and the other man admitted. Body of a woman found in Westmoreland. The body of a woman was found by residents in Bastard Cedar Walk in the Petersfield section of Westmoreland early Tuesday morning. It is said that her body had several chop wounds. The woman is believed to be in her early 30s. The body has not yet been identified. Gun attack leaves man dead, 2 others injured in Plum Lane, St. Andrew. A man was shot and killed while 2 others were injured in a gun attack on Plum Lane off Whitehall Avenue in St. Andrew on Sunday. That is 42-year-old Shamari Powell. According to reports, a group of people were standing on the roadway sometime after 5 p.m. when gunmen pounced on them and opened fire. When the gunfire subsided, 3 people were found suffering from bullet wounds. They were rushed to hospital where Powell was pronounced dead. A motive for the deadly shooting incident has not been ascertained as investigations are ongoing. Man charged in connection with St. Anne murder. The police have made a breakthrough in the first murder committed in St. Anne since the start of the year. A Clarendon resident, 20-year-old Owen Curtis, otherwise called Arden, has been charged with murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and the failure to report a felony. The charges are all related to the January 1 killing of Everett Duncan, a 37-year-old electrician from Knapdale near Brownstown. Curtis, who is from Savannah Crescent in Maypen, was charged on Sunday after being interviewed in the presence of his attorney, Oswest Sidney Smith. Curtis's court date has not yet been finalized. According to the police, Duncan was out on bail for murder, was leaving a shop in Knapdale where he had earlier made a purchase when a car drove up. An armed man exited the vehicle and began shooting, hitting Duncan several times. The gunman then drove away. Duncan was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Kingston woman missing. Natasha Robinson, 29, of Wilmot Crescent, Drewsden in Kingston 20, has been missing since Tuesday, January 11. She's of brown complexion, medium build, and is about 173 centimeters, or 5 feet 8 inches tall. The police report that about 8 a.m., Robinson was last seen on a school compound in the parish and has not been seen or heard from since. Her mode of dress at the time she went missing is unknown. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Natasha Robinson is being asked to contact the Duane Park Police at 876-933-4280 or Police 119 emergency number. Man charged after phone store robbery in Halfway Tree. Police have charged a man in connection with a robbery for cellular phone store in Halfway Tree, St. Andrew. The man, who was charged earlier this week, was reportedly held with a firearm and several stolen phones while he was traveling on a bus after the robbery. Charged with robbery with aggravation and illegal possession of a firearm is Antane Hutchinson, 20, from Mandela Terrace, St. Andrew. Police said that 2 Mondays ago, 4 men entered the phone store pretending to be customers. It is reported that the men then pulled guns and robbed the store of 20 cellular phones before fleeing. A police unit on patrol in the area was informed of the robbery and pointed in the direction the robbers fled. Following investigations, Hutchinson was held on a bus. When searched, a firearm and 18 of the 20 stolen phones were found in his possession. He was taken into custody. 20 held, 4 arrested in Westmoreland, Zozo. The police say they are reaping success in sections of the Savlamar South area of Westmoreland, which is currently in its second day under a zone of special operations, Zozo. More than 20 persons of interest have been taken in for questioning and 4 arrests have been made. On Sunday, in response to ongoing flare-ups of violence that have earned Westmoreland the dubious distinction of being one of the police divisions with the highest murder figures last year, Prime Minister Andrew Holness declared the Zozo for the areas of Russia, Darling Street and Dexter Street. On Monday, Senior Superintendent Robert Gordon, the officer in charge of the Westmoreland Police Division, said that multiple operations were carried out by the security forces that day, including stop and search, as well as targeted and snap raids. During these operations, 2 individuals were arrested. 6 persons of interest taken in for processing and questioning, 5 motorcycles seized, more than 40 tickets issued, and an undisclosed sum of marijuana confiscated. The day before, on the first day of the security forces operations, more than 20 individuals were taken in for questioning, 2 arrests made, and over 50 pounds of ganja seized. No weapons have been recovered to date. The parish had a bloody start to the new year, recording 9 murders in comparison to 2 for the corresponding period in the previous year. The police have pointed to lottery scamming and gang activities as major factors contributing to the bloodletting. There are 5 active gangs in the area. In Sav, it is the gang conflict, gang against gang. Outside of Sav, most of what happens is really lottery scamming at the root of it, said SSB Gordon. Universal Service Fund to launch 10 new community access points by February. The Universal Service Fund, USF, will commission 10 new community access points CAPs across Jamaica by the end of February 2022, starting with 2 locations in Clarendon on January 19, 2022. Community access points, CAPs, are internet service facilities established in collaboration with community organizations and funded by the USF in the advancement of the government's universal service obligation. Computers, associated equipment, and internet access are provided free of cost at these facilities to allow Jamaican residents to access the internet. Since 2007, the USF has outfitted over 300 communities. Chief Executive Officer of the USF, Daniel Dawes, said, "It was always our intention to establish more community access points, as the need is always there, but the finances can be a challenge. We are still in the field launching the free community Wi-Fi hotspots, but most persons are still without devices to access these hotspots, and so especially in light of the COVID-19 pandemic, we wanted to ensure that schools and community centers can continue to function in such a way that our children especially can continue to benefit from this initiative." Tomorrow, the USF team will launch camps at the Brixton Hill Primary and Infant School and the Garloge Primary and Junior High School in Clarendon. These facilities were commissioned into service by the Member of Parliament for North Central Clarendon, Robert Morgan, and Member of Parliament for Clarendon North Western, Philip Enriquez. The other 8 locations to be launched are Tivoli Gardens Community Centre, Sir Howard Cook Community Centre, Seaward Primary and Junior High School, McCain Child Development and Resource Centre, the Salvation Army School for the Blind in Kingston, Windsor Primary School in Portland, Albion Primary and Junior High in St. James, and Portmore Self-Help Disability Organisation in Portmore, St. Catherine. USF is an agency under the Ministry of Science, Energy and Technology, mandated to ensure access to information and communication technology tools to facilitate development. Public hospitals only accepting emergency cases amid COVID surge. All public hospitals will be restricted to conducting emergency services only, effective Wednesday, January 19. The announcement, made by the Ministry of Health and Wellness on Tuesday, comes as several of the country's public hospitals face increased pressure due to the growing number of confirmed and suspected COVID-19 cases, along with decreased staff coverage as a result of sick healthcare workers. Up to Sunday, there were some 682 people in hospital isolation for COVID-19, of which 486 were positive and 196 suspected. All our hospitals are seeing increased numbers, and several of the larger hospitals are over 90% capacity, with some over 100%. At the same time, there's an increase in admissions for other illnesses. As a result, all public hospitals are operating on emergencies only, Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton advised in a press release. Persons should exercise discretion in going to the hospitals at this time, the minister said, adding that elective cases are being postponed to new dates of which members of the public will be later advised. The ministry further encouraged people to get vaccinated and follow the prevention and control measures, including wear masks, washing hands frequently, and exercising the 6 feet physical distancing rule. Members of the public are also urged to avoid gatherings and stay at home if ill. Jamaica reports 1,548 new COVID cases, 15 deaths. 15 Jamaicans became the latest victims of COVID-19 on Monday, as the country reported 1,548 new cases of the virus in the last 24 hours. This increased the virus death toll since the start of the pandemic to 2,551, and the total number of cases to 114,986. The latest victims include 5 males, ages 46, 75, 85, 92, and 96, and 5 females ages 39, 52, 75, 80, and 87 from St. Catherine, 3 males ages 69, 74, and 75, along with a 39-year-old woman from Kingston and St. Andrew, and a 77-year-old man from St. Thomas were also among the latest cases. Of the newly reported cases, there were 971 females and 577 males with ages ranging from 15 days to 97 years. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew, 545, St. Catherine, 262, St. James, 143, St. Anne, 102, Westmoreland, 81, St. Elizabeth, 75, Manchester, 72, Clarendon, 62, St. Thomas, 56, Trelawney, 50, Hanover, 42, Portland, 39, and St. Mary, 20. Another death was reported as coincidental. According to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the country also recorded 209 new recoveries, bringing the total number of recoveries to 67,481. The country's positivity rate now stands at 51.5%. Approximately 540 people are hospitalized. There are 15,329 confirmed active cases on the island. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.